Hi, so welcome to your next challenge. Now that you are familiar with Evernote, I would love to introduce you to his new best friend, Skitch. Skitch is actually directly linked to Evernote. It's by Evernote, and what's really cool about it is that everything you do in Skitch is automatically saved onto your Evernote account. What this is it allows for the sharing of screenshots that you can personalize to illustrate a point, or you can draw focus. You can draw the focus of your audience to a certain area of a document, or there's just so many uses for this. It's really amazing. I'm going to show you 3 of them just very quickly before we let you explore. As you can see, there's different ways that you can take a sketch note. You can take a photo, choose a photo that you already have from your camera roll. You can create those screenshots from your PDF. You can draw from a map. You can also start with a blank copy, or you can capture from the web. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to capture from the web. This is just a site I pulled up with some math games. So say, for instance, if I wanted my students to focus somewhere, and I'll be able to share this with them, but Skitch has a great web browser built in as well, so you can take right here at the bottom, it does say snap, where you can snap your photo. So now we have our screenshot. You can do this at any point whenever you're using your iPad, just by touching the home key, button and the power button at the same time to take a screenshot, and that'll be saved in your camera roll. And that's another way that you can use Skitch. So now that I have my page here, I can alter it in many different ways. So I can choose my color. I'm going to go with green, I think. And if I want my students to say focus on this question, or this question, or this question, I can draw arrows telling them where I want them to focus their attention. I could also move this arrow anywhere I want to just by touching it, and then I can change its direction. If I would like to add text, I hit the text button and hold down, and now I can enter homework tonight. And once again, I can move that any way I want, or I can change the text so it's not highlighted anymore. And I could make it bigger or smaller by grabbing this little arrow in the corner. So that's really cool. Then I could also, if I wanted to pick a shape, I could circle, certain questions. So that's another way to manipulate it. And then we could also even just draw. Please post results. What's great about this too is if there's something that you don't want them to see, or maybe you're using a picture and you don't want certain faces there, you can blur them out, which is really cool. It also has a cropping tool, so we can crop and just focus on, cut out the pieces you don't want and focus on those that you do. So then it's cropped. Great. And then all we have to do is save this. And now we've saved it under our sketch notes. But what's great about this is as soon as I pull up my Evernote account, it will update automatically, and there is your screencast. Another way that you can use this is, and I think this one is really neat, drawing on a map. So if you want your students to focus in on a certain area, say, you can zoom in on a particular area. This is my personal favorite place to be here. And then I can, up here on the top right-hand corner, it says snap. I can take my picture. And here's my map that I can now alter. And if I want to say, talk about this part, or I want my audience to focus here, I can add, I can circle that or outline that area. I can also add text. Great place to visit. And once again, you can just touch that and move it around. It's very easy to figure this app out. Once again, if you don't want something to be showing, you can blur it out. You can crop certain areas if you want to just focus on this, and it'll automatically zoom you up. This is really neat too. These are just little tags that you can use. Say if you love a certain thing, or if you have a question to ask, or maybe you don't agree with something, you can use the X, but you can use it however you like. And maybe you want to go right here, and this is where we're going to meet for lunch. All right, and once again, you can save this. Well, we're going to save it automatically to our Skitch and our Evernote account, but we could also create a public link to share this. You can put it through, connect it to the AirPlay, email it, or you can just save it directly to your camera roll. Okay. And save, and there we have it. It's saved into our Skitch notes, and that is automatically saved into your Evernote account. And then finally, if you want to, even just choosing a photo, like for instance, here I just took a snapshot of my cupboards. Well, what's great about that is you can, for math and stuff in class, you can draw arrows and like insert measurements. So we could say that this is, I don't know, 3 feet. And change color, draw another arrow, and you could put in some other measurements, which is a really fun way to share your knowledge. And then we save it, and it's saved to our Skitch notes, and once again, automatically thrown into our Evernote file. So now it's going to be your turn to experiment with Skitch. When you're done working, your work is automatically saved. Well, once you save it on Skitch, it's automatically saved in your Skitch notes and into your Evernote account, which you could also find if you go to all your notebooks. You should have a Skitch notebook where everything will be saved. Okay, thank you.